Okay, so we ran and got ourselves a drink real quick, some Go Juice. That's good stuff. Crystal Light Wild Strawberry with caffeine, um, because we're going to need it to stay awake for like a 15-minute race. All right, so we are back in the car. We've done our 10 laps or so of practice trying to learn the track. I'm pretty sure that if you were competitive, you would probably spend more hours practicing before jumping into a race. But this is just, little basic races. So nothing. What's the word I'm looking for? Nothing horrible. I mean, the worst part of this whole mess is, well, my standings replay is gone. Oh, I guess I don't get to practice. It's qualifying time. Um, I have a relative, but I don't have a standings overlay. But we're not going to mess with that. We're not going to worry. We're just going to go right to racing because I don't want to miss it. I have a relative overlay. That's all I need, and I could have pulled that up anyway. Standings, I guess I could put that down there. But does the standings really matter? I mean, all it tells me is how much I suck. So um, that is kind of the downfall with this setup. And I'm pretty sure that it's 90% of the fact that I'm running it through this pluggable adapter, so the windows and the monitors. I mean, earlier before I started practicing, I was in a session, I exited, I went back in, and suddenly I lost my triples. I had to go back into the app INI file and re-enter my length and width and window starting and everything, like just completely out of nowhere. Um, Hopefully, we don't run into any uh, network issues. Like I said, I've been having problems with my. Thank you, Jim. I really. Now this is practice again. I thought it was qualifying time. Like 3 minutes of practice. What's the point of practicing for 3 minutes? Um, but anyway, part of the. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I lost my standings. So, but I mean, it's one of those things where I could futz around with the overlays again forever. Oh, how? How the hell? I'll stop and go when I get there. Like I'm going to have 3 laps worth of practice. See, wasn't going to be there long enough anyway. So yeah, we've run into this before where my Race Labs overlay just suddenly disappears. Like I can Alt Tab and everything's there. Like it says I have a standings overlay running, but like it just doesn't. See, now it's up there. Like I don't get it. Like I've had things locked, I've had things not locked. I just don't get it. Anyway, time to qualify. So I'm looking at everybody else's average laps, and they're about as bad as mine, so maybe we'll stand a chance. Let's not swing the pits wide this time. And you can see everybody sucks as bad as I do with safety rating. I really think that's where a lot of people are going to outdo me, though, is in their braking. I have the T3PA or whatever the pedal set is that comes with the Thrustmaster T300 RS GT package, and that does have what they call a conical brake mod, or conical, or however you want to pronounce it. It's just a little rubber cone that literally just bolts right behind the pedal. So you have the point near the pedal, so as you're pushing on it, it hits that point first. So that point hits first, which doesn't offer as much resistance, but as you push it farther, you're then pushing into the meatier part of that cone and more resistance. So it's supposed to simulate more of a load cell feel than you would have with a something without something like that. But I don't know how well it compares to a load cell. I've never had one. That'll be the next big upgrade, I think, will be a good set of pedals. And I'm sure there's something to be said for how to actually adjust them better than what I have them for. I mean, they basically say push them as hard as you can and then let up, but there's a little bit of a dead spot before you get to that mod. There's a little bit of a dead spot in the pedal, but the sim registers those pedals and registers any touch as it starts. So even just resting my foot on the brake pedal even before it hits that cone, like there's a tiny bit of a dead spot there, and I don't know if I can adjust that or not. Maybe I'm supposed to. I'll have to play with it. But right now it's like I can't quite grasp the exact braking pressure that I need. I think I forgot to reset my brake bias again, because as soon as I tapped him coming to there, it just dove. So we'll have to do that before the race starts. All right, so we're running 152. We are capable of running 2 seconds faster, although with me it's usually after I've warmed up, and these guys are running it right at the beginning. The bigger question is going to be, is it going to screw me up being in the field trying to pick my way through this mess uh, as we go? I mean, we're still looking top, maybe top 10. Well, we're down to 12th now. Like, I don't mind starting in the back. I really don't. I'll start in the back all day long, especially in a track like this that I'm not good at and that I'm still not used to. Okay, so 150. We did a 150.5. All right, so we've qualified. Let's Yep, our brake bias went down a notch. So we're gonna split the difference from where we were. We're gonna go to 51.4. Um, Everything else I think is fine. Yeah, there's no. Well, so this is where we're gonna start. Now we wait for qualifying to stop. We have one more minute of that. Let's look at our results so far. Okay, so there's, let's see, we qualified 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Looks like we got a field of 19. We're 12th so far. So we're 3 seconds off the pace. Um, about a second, not almost a second behind the. We're second behind 8th, 9th, 10th, or 9th, 10th, and 11th rather. So, I mean, the guys in the front, the first and second place guy, and they were only separated by 400ths. Holy crap! But they were a good second ahead of third. So third through seventh, we had a half a second difference. Another second from there back to me, or to 11th, and then another second to me, a little bit behind to them. Now, close my door. All right. Now, it doesn't say that these guys back in 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th, the last 5 spots, just decided not to qualify and could absolutely destroy me. They very well could. I don't have my voice chat on. I want voice chat. How do I enable voice? Um, why do I have? I have. Oh, there we go. Playback. There we go. Push to talk. I think I had it set for. Okay. Okay. So we got that button set to our push to talk for people. All right. Good God. Well, oh, I'm already nervous. This is the nice part about triples, though, is I wouldn't have had any of this to look at before. So we're starting 12th. Looks like the guy in 15th was talking to the guy in first, so that's always good. Um, that's impressive because it means that those two know each other and they were probably running alongside each other. And that means he's much, much faster than I am. And he's behind me. Jesus, I thought that was a Honda Civic next to me, as whiny as that thing was. I guess he's in first gear. He was just humming right along. Oh, this is. Who was the genius that decided to put the start finish lap down here? Oh, we're all gonna die. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Now, I let all these guys go on purpose because I do not want to be in a wreck. First lap. Um, and we're going to have to see if we don't... and that's why I let people go by me. I think now I'm back in my original starting position. See, for me, it's more survival than pushing yet. Don't know where he's going. Or him, or him, or him. We did lose, well, the guy that was right in front of me. I do have a guy right behind me. Pretty sure that guy in front of me is going to have a slowdown, but guy behind me is right behind me now. Wasn't bad luck, Jim. I let him go. Little slippery there. The other thing, okay, so right now I'm on pace to lose 8 I rating. I'm not sure I'm going to get a whole lot more than that, but so I think my issue through there is I can actually brake a lot more aggressive, but I think I'm just more nervous that I'm going to over brake it or overshoot it and end up bidding it into the wall. Um, I think that's more just not being used to it than anything else. All right, so it looks like people take that a lot wider and then cut it sharper than I am. So I guess I have to work on that one. But so far, incident-free race, knock on something. Okay, well, he didn't take out the field with everybody when he was rejoining. That's good. I think I did better that time. Don't think I kind of nailed that one yet. Although I did gain on this guy pretty good on the other one, but I think he overshot the entry out of the pits there, so. It's so freaking weird, man. You look up into the field of view mirror there, the one that they give you, and it's such a wider view by default. And then as soon as you look into your actual mirrors, you realize how much closer they really are. Holy crap, it is eye-opening. So now this part's going to suck because we're going to go into that first corner again with two guys hot on my tail and hot on the tail of this dude in front of me. Whoops! And that's exactly why. how the car's doing now. Guess we'll find out. Hopefully we didn't hit it too bad. So far feels alright. Alright, so now we got some making up to do. Although we are still in 11th place, so we haven't dropped any farther than before. So again, as of right now, we're still only a track to lose 8 I rating. That's going to be... Oh, okay, we're in 15th, so we're dead last, and we're going to lose 47 I rating. My bad. Guess that's why you don't race for I rating, right? Is what it is. I think that's a lot of it, is I'm just not aggressive enough with braking and coming in and all that fun stuff. Plus side, still on the lead lap. And not last. There is actually a guy behind me. Well, there's actually 3 guys behind me, but 3 of them are pretty much done. I have 43 seconds to the guy behind me. Shit! Fuck me, man. Here I was about to say, yeah, he can't catch me in 5 laps. And then I been it in that part that I said, oh, I'm totally good at that part. Oh, that dude's having a rough time. All right, we're still good. We're bent up, but we're still good. We're not broken. We're definitely not as aerodynamic as we once were. See, we're taking this way too slow compared to everybody else. Like, I know I'm way too slow going through there. So I got to practice that. Way too slow going into there. I haven't found the right angle for it, I think, is what it is. I haven't nailed my entry angle into it yet. Still wants to really kick out as soon as I hit the brakes now. It's really diving. So you can tell I'm being more timid than normal. Trying not to... Oh, it's 15 minutes, not 15 laps. So yeah, we're done in... I think this is the last lap. Alright, well... That was fun. Learned some stuff. I still am 150.5. I'm pretty consistent with my fastest lap. Damn it! See, in that one, I was trying to be later into the bus stop and just not. It just. All right, well. Anyway, so we did an actual race. This is the first race I actually did with other people in this new setup. I'm on my last lap. How is this my last lap? How is that not the end of it? How is that not my last lap? It's like every time I'm going now, it's trying to it's trying to lose the back on me every time I go anywhere now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't get lapped. I'm not last. I didn't get last, so that's a thing. Um, Although the guy behind me did end up having to go back into the pits. He must have lost it on lap one, I guess it says. Um, See, now when I'm actually like, I don't know, I need a lot more practice, is what it is. But that said, I'm happy with how it ran, even with the slight hiccups between the monitors. I didn't really notice it at all, so that's a plus. The laptop's running fine, so cool. Yeah, yeah, they're very disappointed in me. So anyway, there we go. We're gonna save this replay because I think I have to. Cool. Let's go back through and look at some. All right, so here's the start, and I'm just kind of watching my own self here, just to see what happened. Um, Said I kind of let people go a little bit. I didn't want to get in anybody's way. I kept it wide. I went slow. I felt bad, I mean, because I was going a little slow, and then these guys definitely wanted to go around me. But I mean, I really did basically go all the way to the back. Yeah, see, this guy got a lot better run off of that than I did. I think that's what I need to do is go back and study the faster people, see where they're going, see how they're pulling it, and then just try to emulate them. So let's go look at Simon here. Let's throw let's throw cockpit view for Simon, just so I can see how he's handling into this mess. Okay, they really cut that way out there then. I'm steering like I'm doing anything. Yeah, but definitely a lot of practice. So anyway, there we go. We've completed our first successful test in iRacing with other people, and we didn't die. We killed ourselves a couple times. We didn't take anybody out, so that's a good thing. And actually, that's the main thing. We didn't take anybody else out. We didn't screw anybody else's races up. Nobody died because of us, and our own stuff wasn't people wrecking us. It was just more, me just maybe I'm being too timid or overly cautious or pushing where I shouldn't be pushing, but it's all a practice thing. So anyway, that's what a fairly new person in iRacing with limited practice on a certain track in a car they don't drive normally ends up looking like. And that said, thanks for watching. If you feel free to comment on how bad I suck. I know it. Um, that's what practice is for. And this was the first real test in this setup that had other people in it. So that was I'm pleased with how it worked, even though it's not ideal. It still did the job. So kind of happy with that. Anyway, thanks for watching.